in this episode of Financial Myths and Mistakes. College isn't for everyone, and yet the myth persists that if you want to have a good financial career, you have to go to college. Well, we're going to take a look at 4 proven methods of building massive wealth that don't require college. Now, before we begin, let me give this important caveat. I am pro-education. I come from a family of educators. I have 3 master's degrees myself, and I'm an adjunct professor. I'm pro-education. And if you want to know how to make a college degree more affordable, I've got a video for you. Before we talk about those 4 proven methods for building wealth through a lifetime that doesn't really require a college education, we need to talk about what's at stake here with getting the college degree. And of course, what's at stake is that opportunity cost, the value of the time it takes to get the degree plus the cost of that degree, and what paying that back or missing out on those years of saving will do to your financial career. So if we take a look at the growth of an investment account that gets started by a recent college grad at the age of 22, we can see that if they were to put away $200 a month and that they would earn 8% compounding rate of return, by the time they're 70, they're going to have $1.27 million. So that's pretty good. Now, a college grad with debt, let's say they decide to wait 10 years until the debt is paid off before they start saving. That means if they start saving at 32 and save the same $200, they only have $571,000. That's a huge penalty to delaying. But if you look at a 19-year-old who starts saving $200 right when they're 19, at age 70, earning 8%, they're going to have $1.74 million. So what does the college grad need to save in order to catch up? It's $275 a month. That's how much they need to save compared to the $200 of the 19-year-old. The college grad with debt needs to save $600 a month just to catch up and have enough have the same amount saved by the time they're 70 years old. Okay, now that we've covered the penalty of delay, let's talk about those 4 unique career paths that definitely do not require a college degree and can get you started as soon as possible. Number 1, join the trades. I don't know why, but when I was an undergrad, the trades got a really bad reputation in the sense that it was almost like a lesser than career path. But here's the thing. My wealthiest clients, almost all of them are career tradesmen, career tradeswomen, electrician, plumber. These are folks that have been working diligently throughout their earning history and saving without having any massive debts to pay off. And so by the time they make it to retirement, they have a huge nest egg. But beyond that, my absolute wealthiest clients are all blue-collar entrepreneurs. Those folks who not only went into the trades, but then started their own company applying the trades. They are above and beyond the wealthiest clients that I have. And, honestly, they're a fun group of people to work with. Career path number 2, that's going to be the military. When I worked at the largest credit union in the world, actually, I worked with a lot of folks who had served in the military for a length of time. Essentially what I saw time and time again is folks with not just the 20-year pension from the military, but usually they went to work at another company after their 20 and got another 20 years at a company that also had a pension. So these folks were retiring at 58 with 2 pensions plus Social Security. And because during their second career, so to speak, they had the first pension basically covering expenses, they could sock away so much money of their second salary into investment accounts that they usually had a huge nest egg on top of their 2 pensions and Social Security. So it's a massive wealth builder if you are inclined to military service. If you don't want to work with your hands, so to speak, and you're considering yourself to be more of a knowledge worker, there's 2 career paths that are going to work for you as well. But before we get into that, if you're getting some value from this, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and like it. turn on the notifications. That's what makes the YouTube ecosystem run. The third career path that's going to provide massive wealth throughout your career is going to be sales. Any sales position that requires you to sell widget X or service Y is going to have a phenomenal paycheck at the end of it, and it's not going to require any sort of college degree to get you in the door. The only thing that business cares about is whether or not you can move X number of widgets or Y number of services. And if you can do that, you will get paid a wonderful salary. So the fourth career path that you can choose that does not require a college degree at all is in tech. And that is to say, if you have a desire to sit in front of a computer all day and code or design or something along those lines, building websites, writing applications, any of those things will provide you with a career path that's in high demand. So I had a roommate in Boston when I lived there that he every year went to a recruiter to get a new job. He was rounding out his resume so that he could put all the different companies that he'd done the different aspects of coding and development for. So by the time he finished, even if those were lateral moves, his resume looked really good in the skill sets that he had. Now, if you're in a position where you've got great cash flow and you're ready to invest for various financial goals, but you don't really know where to start, that's okay. I've got a playlist that can explain all the ins and outs of investment for you. I don't even know if you can hear that, but it's in the background. It's driving me nuts. Massive wealth. You need to go to college. Not from a, so if your degree, go ahead and hit subscribe.